Good morning, dear children. Today we are going to learn about the useful living things and harmful living things. In last video we have finished the characteristics of living things. So this is the last part of this lesson. Today we will finish that. First, in what way are plants and animals useful to us? If you are taking plants, plants are useful for us in many ways, which we are using as a household purposes, again in industrial purposes. So plants we are using for this purpose. So in that, if I are taking example, fenugreek, methi, potato, okra, bhendi, apple, banana are used as a food. Means some which we are using as a vegetables and some which we are using as a food, but both we are used as a food for us. Yes, some which plants which we are getting mostly in forest. Yes, so that are medicinal plants. So that in that Vaska, Adusa, Hirda, Bhenda, Aspergus, these all are used as a medicine. From that we can make the medicine. In old days that only plants are used as a medicines. Yes, so in Ayurveda they are using these plants only for making the Ayurvedic medicines. Yes, these are useful plants. If you are thinking animals, yes, animals are also useful to us. You know that dogs, cats, cows, buffaloes are kept for the domestic uses. Dogs for what purpose? He is helping us to guard our home. Yes, again he is helping as for police also. Again the cows and buffaloes, they are giving milk to us. Yes, so these are useful animals. If you are taking some animals, they are used as a food also. In that fish, sheep, all are used as a food. While some animals they are using as a for various occupations. Yes, in that ox is there, horse is there, camel is there. These all are used as a various occupation. In that again the earthworm is very useful as in agriculture. Yes, so these animals are also useful for us. So which are useful for us? These are known as useful living things. Understood? Plants and animals both are useful for us. So plant and animals are harmful for us also. So in that some animals and plants around us are harmful to man. For example, if you are taking mosquitoes and flies, they spread the diseases. If you are taking mosquitoes, they spread the dengue, malaria like diseases. Again, cockroach, mice, rat destroy our food. Yes, again lice, ticks also spread diseases. So some are the poisonous animals. In that lizards, spiders, snakes, scorpions, even they can cause the death also. And some wild animals or wild elephant enter in human settlement, they cause a lot of destruction. If suddenly the wild elephant enter in our human society, they cause a lot of destruction of our areas. Yes, and these all are the harmful animals or harmful living things. Yes, so these are not useful for us. They can spread diseases or they can cause even death to our, they can cause destruction of our society. So these all are the harmful to us. Like that only some plants too can be harmful for us. So dead or parathum and other weeds are harmful for us. Pods of nettle, colocasia leaves causing itching. Some plants like oleander, lantha have a strong odor. The dhutra plant is poisonous. Uncontrolled growth of fungi and algae in the water. You are seeing, if you are seeing the water tanks, in that green color plant is there downside, that is the fungi or algae in the water that cause the pollutant to the drinking water, and that due to that it may cause the spread of diseases, and that water is not good for us. It is polluted water. So like animal, the plants are also harmful for us. So these two these two useful and harmful living things that finish. So next last part is wild animals. You know that wild animals. So wild animals, they always hunt the other animals for the food. Yes, are called as the predators. For example, you know that wild animals, there is no necessary to tell the name of that. So tiger is there, lion is there, wolves is there, leopards is there. Yes, these all are the dangerous wild animal. Sometimes due to the deforestation, some such animals. So deforestation means what? Cutting of the trees in the forest. So due to that, sometimes the animals comes enter in the human settlement in search of food, and they may kill the domestic animals or people too. So in some cities nowadays lockdown was there, and some animals, they are entering in the entered in the human society also. Yes. So after if they are entering in the human society, they may kill to their in the domestic animals or people too. So these all are the wild animals. So if you are seeing the TV channels, in that Discovery or National Geography, they can from there we can collect the information of various plants and animals found in our surrounding. Yes. So here again, many plants and animals in the nature satisfy our needs. So the use of such plants and animals should be restricted only to our needs. This is very, very important. We should not pluck the leaves, flowers, and fruit unnecessarily. So they, whenever you want, that time only you have to pluck the flowers and fruit. Unnecessarily don't do it. So animals should not be hunted. This is again very important. They should not be teased just for fun. If sometimes some children, they are teasing to dogs. Yes, so dog will again shout on there, and he will angry, he will bite to that children. So don't tease to the animal just for the fun. It is the responsibility and duty of all of us to protect the plants and animals in our surrounding or society. Understood? So in this lesson, what we have learned? First, we have learned about the proper characteristics, in that growth, respiration, excretion, reproduction, responsiveness to stimuli, movement, definite lifespan, and cellular structure. These all are the characteristics of living things. And next, animal grow for a certain period of their life, but plant grow as long as they live. This we have discussed in this lesson. Again, animals have specific organ for the respiration, but plant, they respire through the microscopic pores on the leaves or stem. That also are finished. The process of eliminating waste products from the body is called as excretion. All the living things have ability to response, and that's why we are doing some movements. The living things move because of their ability to respond to stimuli, and that's why we are showing the movement. Plants show spontaneous movement, but they cannot leave their place to go elsewhere as animals do. So plants, they are not going from one place to another place, but they are doing some movement. Mm. Next, living things have a definite lifespan at the end of which they die. Many plants and animals are useful to us in our daily lives, but some plants and animals are harmful to us. The smallest unit of living thing is the cell. So these all points which we have covered, which we have learned in this lesson. So today we will stop here. In next video we will see the exercise of this lesson. So thank you.